Performance ever happened on this day in 1969, and so if you enjoy their music, you can celebrate that way. It is 9:35 right now. Welcome back to the program, and being joined by our friends from the Greater Des Moines YMCA and special programs that are going on. We do have Penny Luthens and Trina Radske-Suchan, and I almost messed your first name up. We were worried about the last one. Almost messed your first name up, but we have some really neat things going on we have to tell everybody about.
Absolutely.
Okay, first and foremost, what are we talking about?
Medical programming at the YMCA.
What in the world is this?
Yes, medical programming is an amenity that you can add on to any membership at the Y, and that will afford you the ability to work with medical professionals that can help you just along your journey of wellness, and if you have chronic illness, it can speak to that specifically.
How about that? What a neat idea to have this, and how does this fit in with the Y's mission?
I'm glad that you asked. The Y's mission is, the last two words of it that are so very important, is for all. And we want to broaden our reach so that we do reach all in our community, and this will allow us to reach people that have some more specialized, perhaps diseases that would require some medical attention that they can do on site at the Y anytime.
And what kind of things are we talking about?
We are talking about classes. It's going to look different at every branch, which is awesome. So it's going to fit into their community well. Classes that can be in and out of the water, that could speak to diabetes, that could speak to neural wellness, and many other programs that are just going to help with health coaching and things like that.
How would someone that may have diabetes, and there's a lot of people that have that, how would that be different? How would you accommodate them?
We would accommodate them with physical therapy staff and medical programmers that have a specific program designed for their disease. It's evidence-based, so there will be pre and post measurements so that they can look at their progress.
That is really, what a great idea that you have. But this can be added on to what you have, is that right?
This is true, yes.
Okay, so we'll talk a little bit more about that here in just a second. Now, Trina, you're with Community Health Partners. Tell us a little bit about your background and your organization and what you guys are going to be doing over at the Y.
Yeah, so my background is a physical therapist for about 16 plus years now in the Greater Des Moines area. And Community Health Partners kind of stemmed from about 8 years of doing medical-based fitness. And so we've partnered with the YMCA to help them deliver these medical programs that Penny was just speaking to.
Okay.
And so we bring the physical and aquatic therapy, we bring the therapists with us, and then we also bring the health coaches, nurses, and program instructors to do those classes that Penny was just talking about.
Now, so is this designed for everybody then?
It is open to everybody that really wants to work on their health risk. And we mostly focus in on people that have moderate to high risk for health, for disease, for injury.
So that would benefit them the most then?
Yes.
Is what we're talking about.
Absolutely.
And now, are all the YMCA branches offering this?
We are working with all the branches at different levels of this.
Okay. Now, is there any additional costs for this medical programming?
There is an additional cost to our base membership. It's $25 additional per month.
Okay. But again, it sounds like...
And that's going to cover all of those wonderful services that Community Health Partners will be
offering. How many times will people be able to utilize the additional services? Would it be every time you come in?
If they're prolific at looking at the schedules, they could utilize it pretty much daily.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's that involved and that active.
Right. Yeah. So they would start off maybe with a physical therapist, especially if they have any pain conditions, or if they have a chronic disease that maybe it's out of control or not quite managed. Physical therapists will kind of be their first step in the door to the YMCA.
Because a lot of times the pain management, when it comes to this, it's preventing people from getting the exercise that they need. And what is the first step in that, for example? What do you think is the most common pain that people are experiencing that you can help them overcome?
Yeah, a lot of times some people have been overweight for many years, so it's wear and tear on their joints. They're having pain in their knees and their back, and their feet. And so it starts with a referral from their physician. We partner with those physicians to help them keep their populations healthier. We connect physicians to the YMCA. this way. And so we might be the first step in the doors, and then they get into our programs, and then they start to really get engaged in what the Y can provide.
Now, you mentioned the weight issues with some people. I imagine the knees take a pounding in this situation. What would be one of the first steps you would take to somebody who might be experiencing knee or even ankle pain?
Yeah, that's a great question, and a lot of times what the first step is aquatic therapy.
That's what I was going to get. I was thinking about that because that is such a neat program, isn't it?
It is, absolutely. So we really, if we can get someone in the water and feel comfortable with that, because again, that might be the first time some people are stepping in the water, and when they're unstable, and that can be a little fearful. So we're doing that one-on-one with them. And it is, you just see in their faces, all of a sudden, they're could be 50%, could be 80% unweighted, and now all that weight is off those joints, and they start to feel wonderful and can move better that way.
And once they start moving, they find some relief after that?
They find some relief. We're able to actually start the strengthening process at that point, and then they can do that in a pain-free environment, and then we graduate them into more of a land-based setting.
Okay, what about some older individuals when it comes to that? They may be experiencing just old age, to be honest with you, when it comes to the same type of joint pain. You be able to assist that too?
Yeah, it's the same type of thing. So it might be joint pain. With elderly, maybe it's a fall risk that now they're experiencing. They're maybe more unstable.
I didn't think about that.
Yep, so now the water or land, we do programming for fall risk in both settings. So it just allows them to start to feel comfortable, thinking, I can do this. I have the help and support of many different people here at the YMCA, and it encourages them to be able to do this for a lifetime.
That is great. Now, Penny, how long has this program been going on?
This is kind of our launch here, Lou.
It is.
So we're setting it up at all of the branches, and it's in its infantry stage right now. We have it up and running at one branch really well at the Walnut Creek YMCA, and just starting to spread it out.
There you go. See, I knew that. I just wanted you to say that. This is so cool because you guys are always
totally right now.
The thing is, the Greater Des Moines YMCA, they're always doing something to give back more to people that are members, and that's really important. Now, people want to get involved with this. They said, that sounds like a great idea. I want to get the membership. I have the membership. I want to add on to that membership. How do they go about doing so?
It's so easy. They just go to the front desk and say, I would like to add this onto my membership. Yep. That's it.
That simple?
That's it. And they will be connected then with Trina and Community Health Partners and be on their way to some programming that is specific to whatever their specific condition is. Yeah.
Great. Now, which Y do you hang out at most?
Well, that's a good question. I hang out at all the Ys, but my office sits at Wellmark.
It is?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And Trina, will you be bouncing around to different YMCAs as well?
Absolutely. We have staff that are going to be kind of housed at some specific Ys, but I'll probably be kind of visiting different Ys.
There you go. Well, what a great idea. Now, you brought something here we have to show off. What are we going to do here?
Okay, well, this is an example of some of the things that we might do for members at the YMCA. Screenings, we do blood pressure screenings, fall risk screenings like I mentioned, but this is a grip strength screening, and so we're going to have you do this today.
All right,
and
a 56-year-old guy trying to see what his grip strength is, okay?
All right, and so this isn't just about grip strength, it's actually a look into the state of your kind of conditioning. People that tend to be a little more frail will show up here if their norms are well below.
Okay.
Okay, so it's another look into what's going on with your health.
All right.
All right, so normally you would sit, but we're going to have you stand.
Okay.
Okay, you're going to bring your elbow though closer to your side.
Okay.
Okay, and on go, I'm going to have you squeeze as hard as you can.
Okay.
All right.
Get the camera zoomed in on here.
All right.
Okay, make sure we point it. Okay.
All right, ready? Go. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze,
Oh my
squeeze,
God,
squeeze.
it doesn't move.
And relax. Okay, good, great job.
I didn't feel it move. Did it move?
It moved. You got to about 85 pounds of force with your right arm and right hand. And what we would do normally is do this 3 times on the right side, 3 times on the left side, and then we get an average and look at the norms.
Okay, zero that out here. I want to see if I can do more than that.
All right, we've got to beat 85.
Okay, ready?
Just
Put
like
your arm a
being at
little
the
bit
fair.
closer. There you go, relaxed and ready. Ooh, he did do much better. Very good, excellent. So
100.
there's It was just about 100. We're going to say 95.
All right, so folks, you want to get involved with this program. Greater Des Moines YMCA introducing a new benefit for its members, the medical programming. This is where you go, folks. dmymca.org for all the information, or even simpler, just stop by your local Y.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Yep.
Thank you, ladies. Thanks for being here.
Absolutely.
Thank you
Thank you
for
for
having
having
us.
us.
It is 9:44, and we will be right back. This is CW Iowa Live in West Des Moines.